We're out here working on this Seadoo Spark today, and we've got a section of hull to repair. Now, the Sparks are a great way to get into boating, personal watercrafts, but this Polytec plastic hull that Seadoo has been using for a while requires a little bit different technique to repair than the older fiberglass with gel coat hulls or some of the newer style hulls that are like Yamaha's Nano XL or things of that nature. So let's get into what we're going to need to do to repair this. The front of this right here by the tow hook has been repaired previously. You can see there's some white showing here and a little up here, and it's obviously been touched before. So we're going to have to get under that repair and figure out what new damage there is, and it's imperative that we do this right, because the Sparks are not a double hull design. There's a lot of personal watercrafts that right in this front area have a secondary hull compartment. So if the tow hook busts out, it won't sink the jet ski. On the Spark, that's not true. If you get a hole in this hull, it's going to sink. I mean, it's going to sink as far as it will. There's still styrofoam and stuff to prevent it from going to the bottom of the lake, but this is not a double hull. This is the inside of the hull right here. So you can see on the inside of this, there's a little crack that's coming through and a little spot down here where it's been punched. And basically we're going to scuff all this up out here real good, see if we can get down under this previous repair. And then we're going to be using glass fiber reinforced polypropylene plastic welding rods and an assortment of other tools to make sure that this is just as strong, or in all reality probably stronger than it was from the factory, because we're going to be putting in some metal hot staples from the inside. We're going to be adding this stuff. We're going to be adding a lot of plastic to this. I've got a hot air rework station, so we can really make sure that all of this plastic welds back together, and that is something that products like JB Weld or other things that you would mix and smear on epoxies typically won't have the same level of repair, because you're relying on a chemical or a mechanical bond, so the surface has to be rough. It will work. You can JB Weld these hulls. You can use products like that to repair it. But with something like plastic welding, we are literally taking two pieces of plastic and making it one piece of plastic. So this is going to take it basically right back to how they made it at the factory. And it is the approved repair method. So BRP has a sheet and shows that plastic welding is the preferred repair method. Let's dig into this and start getting this cleaned off so that we can see what previous repairs were done. Then we can get into it, and yeah, let's get going. I'm going to keep scraping at this. You obviously don't need to watch this, but we need to get down to a clean surface, and this probably isn't going to be something you're going to run into often, where there's been a previous repair that wasn't done with plastic welding. So yeah, we'll get this sorted out and I'll show you what the next step is. All right, so I've got this mostly scraped out. Our crack that we could see from the inside is right here, and our little punched hole was right here, and I actually dug a rock out of this. So the previous repair, they just put filler right over the rock in there. So yeah, I don't know that that's quite how you're supposed to do these repairs, but you know, I'll leave that for an expert. We've got denatured alcohol here. It's marketed as camp stove fuel some places. I'm just going to take this and just kind of wipe our area down here. Try and get in crevices or anywhere, just so we've got a nice clean base to start with. Okay, let's do the same on the inside. Okay. So this tool right here plugs into your standard wall outlet, and it takes these little staples, they call them. It's like a wavy piece of metal that just gets heated up by the electric on these and melts into the plastic and reinforces it to make it much stronger. I can preheat the material, and I've got my welding rod here. Basically, I want to kind of preheat some of this and melt some of the rod into it. I'm going to use kind of a combination of the hot air rework gun and this plastic welding thing with the flat tip. Now it's not pretty, but we've built up all that area. Now I'm going to move on and coat a bunch of stuff on the inside. Then we'll come back and touch up some of these little things and make this smooth and look good after it's all cooled down and we've done the inside. So let's move to the inside. Now we're just going to kind of pretty this up a little bit. We're going to have to sand this, I believe, to get this close to this texture, but I'm going to fill in a couple of these little pits and scrapes and stuff. There we go. And I'm just going to use the iron, not the hot air for this, because I'm not worried about structural strength. I'm just worried about making it pretty. And there we have it. Now, this is just a rough finish. You can get a spray-on texture that will go over top of this and basically make it look like the factory finish. But for our purposes here today, this is what we needed to do. We've rebuilt the plastic here where there was a hole and a crack. We've made it stronger, and this machine's ready to go back on the lake. So that's pretty much all there is for today. Everything that you need is down in the description, as well as the pinned comment, so that you can try fixing your Seadoo Spark hull. Thanks for watching.